In the Auckland suburb of Browns Bay, geotech engineers were on site this morning assessing damage as metres of land from 3 cliff-top properties fell onto the beach overnight. One of the residents, Andy Fair, told our reporter Tom Furley he thought he heard thunder during the night, but it was the cliff breaking away.
All the putakahawa trees that were blocking the view are now gone, so we now have a better view than we had before, but it just got less garden.
Right. I mean, how much has been lost?
I would say a depth of about 4 metres deep, but for the full width of the property and into the neighbouring properties.
In Orakei Bay on Auckland's waterfront, a Māori cemetery and church is enveloped in water as more rain has continued to fall. Ngāti Whātua Orakei Trust spokesperson Sharon Hawke told our reporter Zach Fleming the relatives of those buried there are distraught.
This is our old village site. This is where a lot of our ancestors from, early 1900s have been buried. So our Ngāti Whātua Orakei aren't very happy at all. It's a sad time. We thought we had arrested this type of event in the past, so about 2011, 2012 was another big flooding that happened, but we found out that the pump that used to exist here was broken. So that was replaced, and obviously the new pump hasn't worked, but for some reason or not, it could be that Mother Nature has overtaken the technology, and I understand that. But we've got the council down, we've had the fire brigade. We just need to find some solutions fast. They've acknowledged that there's a drain across the beach that's blocked, so their contractors are coming out to see what can be done. But for us, in terms of a cultural thing, is that water has lain on top of our dead, and the excavation of that water, there's some tapu around it, so we have to be really careful. If it does drain out back into the moana, which we really don't want, there has to be certain cultural safety things put in place.
Can you explain those things to me?
Well, it would be that we put a rāhui on the beach to prevent our people and advise all public not to use the water for any recreational use or for fishing or anything like that, just to allow it to clear. And normally it's about 3 days. If the public can adhere to that, obviously we'll be putting that to our own whānau.
Are the councils being supportive of that?
Well, we haven't told them yet. They're still trying to scavenge around to find some solutions. So I'm sure they'll take that on board once we advise them formally.
Are you worried about it getting worse with more rain? Because it's supposed to continue till like 9 o'clock tonight. Yeah,
I've heard that, and they've been right on. It's the first time the weather report's been right on key.
Around 11 o'clock it just bucketed down, didn't it?
So I'm glad that those things are accurate, and we can try and work around what we can change. And unfortunately, the other concern is we certainly don't want any bones coming up, or remains. That would be another sad point for our people.
South of the city in Clevedon, it's been less than a month since the Polo Club was inundated with rain from the swollen Wairoa River. Event manager Hannah Marshall told Zach it was time to clean up all over again.
We are a club and we're really fond of our clubhouse. We have some great memories here. Many people have grown up around here, and some of the founding members are still here, so it's really devastating to see this happen. It's not just a building to us, it's part of our it's part of our heritage, and it's like a home for some people. So yeah.
Part of your life, it's just a hobby.
Exactly, yeah, and we do love it, so it's a bit heartbreaking to see, yeah.
Well, at least you've got a big group of people for a working day, and you can try and get it back and running. But how long do you think that might take again?
Well, this one's obviously nowhere near as bad as last time because it's only hit a shell, whereas before it was all our possessions, everything the club had. Like I said, our bar, our bathrooms, our kitchen, everything's gone, all our furniture. So this time it's just hit an empty building, but the cleaners did such a fantastic job. They're going to have to come in and start from scratch. Luckily, the road didn't completely wash away this time, but we did lose the new lot of furniture that we got some for this wedding that was on the weekend, and the boards that denote the edge of the field have all floated away as well. It must have been a bit stronger this time because a lot more has floated away.
Hannah Marshall says the Polo Club is insured, but that's not much consolation for Katie Fitzpatrick, who told Zach Fleming she was due to get married at the venue this weekend.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, it's been something that's been dragging out for a while because of all this bad weather that we've been having. So, yeah, it's been a bit unfortunate, but luckily we're lucky enough to have other options. So, got to look at the bright side.
Yeah, I don't know if many people could do that given this. How long had you been planning your wedding for?
6 months, but I've always kind of wanted it here because my dad's been part of it. So. Part of the polo club, so yeah, I've always dreamed of having my wedding here, so it has been a real letdown for me, but yeah, you gotta, obviously the weather gods don't want you to have it here, so it's been a few too many signs to say, yeah, you need to move to the next plan, and so yeah, we've got to look at the bright side and laugh about it really, so.
Bride to be Katie Fitzpatrick speaking to our reporter Zach Fleming.